Happy New Year's Eve! Hello everyone, it's Abby here. Of course, you know who I am. After yesterday's video, I did a great video yesterday on journaling to create clarity in your life. And as I was journaling this morning, I started to reflect, seeing it's New Year's Eve, on the year this far. I'm sure your Facebook feed is filled with everybody reflecting on the new year, on 2016, what's happened, things that they've done, things that they may not have done. I put a post earlier on name one word to reflect your 2017, because I think it's interesting, but it's super important that we look at what's happened throughout the year instead of just going on to into 2017 as it would be a new day, just to really reflect on what it is we've done, what we're proud of, what we can do better, and what it is we actually want to create for ourselves in 2017. Facebook says, put the mask on to give yourself a fun look. Tap the magic wand to try one. So I think I may do this. Oh, it's made me all funny coloured. I don't like it. I'm going to stick to normal filters. Anyway, I get distracted. So the reason I'm doing this video is because in my journal this morning, I wrote down all of the things that I've done this year. And I started off in India. I met an amazing healer called Dr. Ravinder. I really bust through my beliefs in myself. I created a new coaching program. I tore my ankle ligaments. I did my first acid trip. I organised a big event in Ibiza, all in wellness and holistic healing. I mean, loads of stuff. I'm not going to relay everything that I did this year, but as I did that, I just saw what an amazing year it's been. But I wanted to ask myself questions to help me really hone in on what I can do better, how I will feel happier in myself and in the projects I'm doing. And in my video yesterday, I did talk about journaling questions that you can ask yourself. But as I was writing in my journal today, you can see my little journal here, I started to just write down questions. So the first thing I put was, what are you most proud of? So that's the first question that you can ask yourself. What are you most proud of? And that will really teach your mind to go to the positives in the year, not in the things that you may have done that you didn't like or that you regret, because our mind generally goes to the negative so easily. So this is training our mind to look at what we're most proud of. So what are you proud of? What have you achieved? What have you done that maybe you didn't think you could do before? And being proud, maybe as proud as it is to having a baby, for example, what have you done in who you are that you may be more proud of? We can always be proud of having a child or passing a test or getting a promotion. Is there anything in terms of your growth that you're proud of? Maybe the giving birth has created a growth within you based on how you think or how you see yourself or how you act. So it's good to give a different dimension rather than just to one thing. The second question, what obstacle have you overcome and what did you learn from it? So my one, I wrote tearing my ankle ligaments, and this really taught me to relax. It taught me to allow Mowgli to look after me and allow myself to switch off. Everybody I've spoken to in the last few days work at 100 miles an hour. They're always busy. They're always thinking about what they've got to do. There's always something to do. Instead of just being able to sit down and relax, their mind's going at 100 miles an hour. And this isn't good for our health. It's not good for our relationships. It's not good to teach our children to go at the same rate. So it's important that we look at that. But so my obstacle was, tearing my ankle ligaments, learning to slow down, to switch off, to allow Mowgli to look after me more, to let go of control and slow my pace down. So that was a big lesson for me. The third question is, what would you do differently? I am of the opinion that everything that comes our way is something that we can learn from, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how much you feel you may regret it. If you choose to see it in a way that you'll learn from it, I don't think we'll do anything differently. But there's always things that we can do differently, but it's not saying that we regret it. It's just saying, right, okay, the lesson I've learned from this year is I am going to commit to going to more workshops. I am going to spend more time with friends outside of my relationship. I'm going to to really commit to the things I say I'm going to do as examples. So that's a really important one. What would you do differently? And you can also add on a why to that. So if you do it differently, why? Why is that important to you? The why unravels your thought process so that you can really get to the truth of how you feel. Then the fourth question, what was an unexpected joy? Who did you meet? What opportunity came your way? Was there a light bulb moment that you realized something about yourself? Maybe it was an event or an experience that you went to. Really connect to an unexpected joy. And if you haven't had an unexpected joy, then maybe look at why aren't you receiving that? Maybe you're not putting yourself out there enough to be open to receiving joy into your life. So that was the fourth one. Fifth one, what was the most challenging thing you had to do or be or feel or overcome? So we've had an obstacle, but this is different. This is the most challenging thing. So it could be a massive health concern. It could be going through a really turbulent time with your partner, but being able to pull through it. It could be anything. Mine was, as most of you know, dealing with my brother's brain tumour and doing the funding for that. That was very challenging for me and it taught me a lot. It's been a very, very challenging time for our family and I cannot even begin to imagine what Simon himself is going through. But that, as you can imagine, for all of us has been very challenging, but very character building at the same time. So that was question 5. Question 6, is more of a statement. Pick 3 words to describe 2016. So this could be anything. So the 3 words that I wrote to describe 2016. Hello, Kirsty. How are you? So I'm on the 6th question to ask yourself to reflect on 2016. And this is picking 3 words to describe 2016. They can be good, they can be bad, but it'll help you see exactly your experience of the year, your summary. And the next question, who are your most valuable relationships with or friendships with? And this is really important because who we spend our time with is really who we become. And it's a very hard thing to let go of people that may not serve us anymore. We have to choose to be around people that make us happy, that enhance us, that help us grow. And we have to limit the time we spend with people that are negative, that drain us, that basically plug into us to gain an energy source. So looking at who our most valuable relationships are from may give you an insight into people that you may need to spend less time with and the people that you know you want to spend more time with. And if you don't have a huge amount of valuable relationships, then that potentially could be an intention you could set. Okay, the next question, I'm on number 8, I think. What was your biggest personal change from January through to December? What was your biggest shift? Now, for me, this was a huge one, and it's something I've struggled with for years, and that was my belief in myself. Kirsty, who is on, I remember you commenting on one of my videos about comparing to other people. This has also been a shift for me. That was probably the year before I dealt with comparison. But my belief in myself was really something that I got to the root of this year, and I felt like I dug that root out, and it's gone. But this is a really important question. If you don't know the answer to this, then maybe there's not enough personal work going on. Okay, next question. In what ways did you grow? Emotionally, physically, spiritually? Now, these will all be different for everybody and may interlink, but they may not. So one thing for each one. So emotionally for me, I let go of a lot of attachment. Spiritually, what did I say? Kirsty, that is becoming my shift. Not fully there yet, but work in progress. Yes, continue to work on it. We all have these shifts, and the more we're consistent, the more these light bulb moments come, and the more we can just chip away at those pains and do the work and act on the things that we're scared of, act on the things that we may not fully trust in ourselves. That is how we grow in that confidence and grow in belief. And it does come, I promise. I am a testament to that. What was the next question? What phrase describes 2016? So what did I write? A magical year of purifying, expansive evolution. And that combined my words to describe 2016. So have a phrase that really defines 2016 for you. And then write, how can I make this even better for 2017? and why is that important to me? I didn't actually write that in my journal this morning, but I think I will add that. So what phrase describes 2016? How can I make it better for 2017? And why is that important to me? Already you can see how this can start create a solid foundation and a clear vision for what you want to do in 2017. How you want to feel, the person you want to become, the people you want to help. All comes together. And what was the best book you read? That's always a good one. Because I wrote a book down and then I forgot about loads of the books that I read. One of the most important books for me was Light is the New Black. It was so powerful, and it's like she was in my heart and said and got all the words on the page exactly what I felt in my heart. It was very powerful for me, and it gave me inspiration to know that that's something I could do one day, is write a book one day. I think that's all my questions. That's all my questions. So I think I had 10, maybe 11. I'm not going to recap because, well, I could recap. What are you most proud of? What obstacle have you overcome and what did you learn? What would you do differently? What was an unexpected joy? What was the most challenging thing you did or overcame? Pick 3 words to describe 2016. Kirsty, love this book, reading it the most. Oh, it's so powerful. And just do every single exercise because it'll really give you a new depth of awareness into yourself. Carrying on. Who were your most valuable relationships with? What was your biggest personal change from January to December? In what ways did you grow emotionally, spiritually, and physically? What phrase describes 2016? How will you improve that for 2017, and why is that important? And then lastly, what was the best book that you read? Power questions. So I wanted to share that with you on this video because it's super important that we are very clear in what went well, what didn't go well, what we can do differently for 2017. And just start the year off as we mean to go on. Because all we have to do is create clarity in who we are, what makes us happy, what we're striving to achieve, and things will start to fall into place. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to send them my way. And thank you, Kirsty. And the other thing actually that I am offering is a clarity session with me. Because it's New Year, I'm going to do it at a discounted rate for a 45-minute session so we can really be clear on what it is you want to achieve for 2017. If that sounds like something you would get value from or interested in, please do send me a message or please tag anybody in this video that you believe that would be of benefit to. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have an amazing New Year and I see you next year. Big love. Bye.